007 First Light is coming. It's the origin story for James Bond, built by IO Interactive. And one of the biggest questions on every spy fan's mind is what gadgets are going to define this new era? Not just flashy movie props, but tools that change how you play. Today, we're diving into the gadgets 007 First Light absolutely needs. Stuff that can elevate stealth, storytelling, and spy fantasy in ways we haven't quite seen before. IO Interactive, known for the Hitman series, has made clear that 007 First Light is an origin story, a younger Bond earning his 00 status. That means the gadgets can't just be James Bond's greatest hits. They need to serve world building, early tools, prototypes, learning curves. Given IO's pedigree in stealth, disguise, planning, they have the chance to make gadgets central to your playstyle, not just cinematic showpieces. Number 1, the multi-tool watch. A Bond watch that's less one trick and more player toolbox. Modes such as EMP pulse, disable cameras, electronics, micro laser, cut through small locks or vents, holographic projector, create decoys, and tracker beacon, place stealth trackers on guards or targets. Early in the game, this gadget could be limited, maybe weak battery life, fewer modes unlocked, forcing the player to choose when to use it, which creates tension and stakes. Why it fits First Light? As Bond is starting out, his tools should feel experimental, not polished. The watch as a prototype that gradually becomes more capable can mirror his growth. Fits the stealth disguise ethos IO is known for. Not everything should be brute force. Creativity should win. Gadget 2, the Attache case. A briefcase that has hidden compartments, weapons, documents, disguise pieces. Maybe a quick switch mechanism so you can flip from civilian to MI6 gear as needed. Could have built-in defensive options, for example shock plate delivering non-lethal stun, or a release mechanism that scatters smoke or distracts. Why critical? A very Bond iconic piece. It's classic, but IO's sandbox style could make it more than a cutscene prop. It forces planning, where to carry, how to transport, whether to carry heavy gear versus stealth gear, offers trade-offs. Gadget 3, the Poison Pen, multi-ink dart pen. A pen that serves multiple functions, tranquilizer dart, poison, maybe even a tracking dart. Optional modes, invisible ink for message writing, flash distraction, flashbang dart, etc. Hidden upgrades, maybe you can specialize it, silent dart versus fast acting poison versus reversible sedative. Why this shines in First Light? Perfect for assassination missions or infiltration. Emphasizes subtlety, play a choice between lethal versus non-lethal. Fits early Bond who is learning the ethics, hot topic in spy stories. Adds tension, take the pen, risk being caught, or go hands-on. Gadget 4, voice modulator. Voice modulator impersonation device. A gadget to mimic voices or replay recorded voice to fool guards. Maybe tiny portable recording device plus playback so you can bypass guard only entrances or call off alarms. Potentially a disguised synergy match guard uniform plus use voice to blend in. Why it's important? Adds another non-combat path. Reinforces espionage over brute force. Makes the world more reactive. Guards over here become suspicious, require more nuance. Gadget 5, vehicle modifications. Early career, Bond may not have full gadget-laden Aston Martin yet, but his vehicles could have modular upgrades, oil slicks, smokescreen, EMP bursts, maybe ejector seats or deployable ramps. Use these sparingly so they feel special. Not every mission has car chases, but when they do, make them memorable. Why this helps? Bond games need those cinematic stunts. It gives variety. Sometimes you're sneaking in, sometimes you're out on the road. Allows pacing variety, tension, then adrenaline. Gadget 6, prototype Q Lab gadgets experimental tech. Unstable gadgets that promise high reward but also risk failure. Early cloak tech, mini drones, micro explosive chips. Because First Light is about earning the 00 status, gadgets can represent trials. Each risky gadget might have consequences if misused. Alarm triggers, battery drains, etc. Maybe gadgets that unlock only after certain missions or milestones as part of the Bond's training. Why this is compelling? It forces the player to adapt and make choices. It gives narrative weight. Bond doesn't just get gear handed over. He has to earn, test, maybe even pay a cost, makes gadgets feel earned and gameplay more dynamic. The game will release March 27th, 2026 on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch 2. It's a young Bond origin story. He hasn't earned his 00 status yet. There's confirmed gameplay shown, social infiltration, luxury gatherings, stealth elements, so gadgets should reflect that developmental phase. Early trials, prototypes, limitations, players should feel they are growing, not already super spy flawless. Gadgets in 007 First Light shouldn't feel like unlockable afterthoughts. Aim for ones that are core to the mission approach. Variety in gadgets types, stealth tools, deception, vehicle-based experimental risk tech, trade-offs and risk, powerful gadgets equal potential cost, detection, failure, resource drain, integration with narrative. Bond earns gadgets, prototypes tied to his relationships. Example with Mentor Greenway or with Q. So there are the gadgets 007 First Light needs to get right if it's going to stand out, not just as another Bond game, but as the game that makes players feel like they become 007. What's your dream spy tool for this game? A grappling cuff? Invisible cloak? Drop it in the comments. I want to see what you spies are cooking up.